Hey, I was looking at those links you just put in Slack. The links you put in Slack. The first one says driver intro 1. It looks like it's supposed to be a live stream. It says no stream, tap to reply. So I don't know if that one didn't get uploaded right or.
Let me go look. Actually,
if it's hanging on waiting to go live or something.
No, not at all. I'll go see what's up with that.
All right. Also, I'll be able to get on the road in a few minutes. Eating dinner. He just did my front brakes today. So, yeah, I'm eating dinner and then I'll be able to head out and help.
Okay.
How's everybody doing out there?
Going pretty good right now. Got a few people on, but we definitely could use another. If you can help Austin and y'all hold down Soma, and we can use Mark over in Pell City. I think that'll work good.
All right. Okay, let me finish eating and then I'll get on, okay?
Okay. Says we're live. There it is. There's my link.
Justin?
Yep.
Donovan is having a problem with the app. He's not able to see the order on his end. He already restarted his phone twice.
Okay. Let me see if I can. Let me see what I can do real quick. I'll give him a call.
All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
I changed it to accept it on him so it doesn't take it away from him.
He sent a message, like a picture on Ring Central. It's probably something to do with the internet, someone for the Wi-Fi, the signal.
Hey, Donovan. Yep, and I just so I went ahead and accepted the order for you on our back end, so it's stuck on your app. It's not going anywhere. But I don't know why it's. So you're on your profile right now, and you can go. Like, what's it say? Like, if you close it, open up new order, or go to stop. Does it have? Oh, okay, that's what I was wondering. Is if you can use it or not. What I was going to say, do you have hotspot on your iPhone? Just turn on your hotspot on your iPhone and use the app on your Android. Um, so, all right, I tell you what, I'm going to text you a picture of this order for Wing and Burger Factory, and that way you can go ahead and start kind of working on it a little bit if you want. It's a 826 tip. I don't want you to miss out on it. All right, I'll send the picture of that to you now, and just call me back whenever you get you on the phone and see if we can get it working. All right, buddy. All right, he's gonna go get his other phone and see if we can get it working.
All right, copy that.
I'm texting him a picture of that order though. That way he can get started on it and stuff. What's Donovan's last name?
Jones.
Jones. Thank you. All right, he's gonna comment back, but we'll go ahead and send him this picture. Burger Factory. All right, just send him a picture of the order. He's gonna work on it. We may have to kind of manually help him tonight.
Okay, copy on that.
All right, so Doing good. Zooming into each market, I see some blues, a bunch of greens and Carrollton. So, I see Donovan and Dawn in LaGrange. Where is? Do we not have Dorothy?
Dorothy. Let me check. Yeah, she's not showing. Let me message Dorothy.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up Sloan. Go to LaGrange.
Okay, why not?
See what Dorothy said in Ring Central?
None, sir.
She said she's here for LaGrange. She's just cooking dinner real quick.
Oh, okay. See that now. Right, and
And where is?
Tequila also. She's not answering.
Where's Irene at?
Yeah, isn't that Irene's location? It's not showing up on the map.
I just sent Irene a message. Maybe call her if you need to, but she should be down there. Tequila accepted. And as soon as Irene hops back in, we can give her that one. What's going on? Jacob's on his way with that too.
no matter what you're in the mood for. With the almond royal crispy chicken line.
Can you hear me okay, Dexter? Mark?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. We got a little
Loud and clear.
background music playing for the stream, so just making sure. Is it too loud?
Getting ready. No.
Can y'all even hear it?
What in the world was that?
I have no earthly clue. Trying to put on just some decent music and it switched.
Wait! Did you download Grammarly?
Dairy Queen, Saraland. Who got down a mobile?
Yeah, probably after that order, we'll give her the Dairy Queen, Sarah Lamb.
Alright. Margie's still running. She ain't switched to Mark yet. Great.
also shows your ground contact time.
Someone talked to Case and Todd.
Yes, sir. I think Dex is with him
Okay.
on their phone.
I just saw someone said something about it. Cool. And Austin asked a question. Anyone answer him?
We're playing some of the drivers. Hold on.
Jackie Brown out tonight. Did she say her car was smoking or something?
A while ago.
Looks like she might have gone home.
Still visible though. I guess we can hit her up from there. We're just waiting on orders now.
And Justin,
Yep.
Irene is looking for you. Irene Knuckles.
What do you mean? It says I'm here. Oh, Irene. Talking about Ring Central. Where is she looking for me at? Hey, Mark. Where is she looking for me at? I see her say, I'm here on Wisdom. In Ring Central, I don't see anything.
The Wisdom. Like Irene Knuckles who said Justin.
I see Irene Knuckles, West Point, I'm here. Do I need to refresh? Let me refresh.
Probably. Yep.
It's probably just responding to, okay. Yeah, she's probably just responding to me telling her to go live, but I see her now.
Justin?
Yep.
Yeah. Case of cold and this is about the Sobo order that was canceled. But he was able to receive that, and then he went to the restaurant, and he found out that the restaurant is closed.
Yep.
And he's asking for compensation.
No, we don't do that. I'll call him and let him know. Does he have another order?
So now we're still waiting for another reporter to come in.
right, I just took care of casing.
All right, thank you, sir.
It was incredible to be here, and we're so thankful, and we couldn't do it without.
We don't have any orders in for movie area right now, do we? Or so.
We don't have anything yet.
Okay, I'm gonna make time to run through the car wash. My car is still
Alright. Okay.
if they're open. Yeah, I'll be at the car wash.
Okay. Will do, yes, ma'am.
I see you gave Brittany Baker an order for Carrollton.
Brittany. Yep. She accepted the order though. And it was an auto assign.
Yeah, I'm just looking at like she's way up there, and as long as she gets on it, she's bad about accepting orders and then taking forever to go do them.
Right. So we called Brittany. She said that she can't do the order.
Told you.
She said that she sent a text, but we didn't receive anything from her. But we already resent an order to Casey.
There you go. Where is the order from? New China and Carrollton? Yeah, that's perfect. hoagie.
Honda. Masyadong malayo kasi yun man eh. Hey, Justin?
Oh, we got another duplicate. That Hunter's.
Duplicate.
Yeah.
And we send that to... Who's the driver? That's Dakota Johnson. That's the, I assigned it to Dakota Johnson. Then
What?
suddenly...
So it's a Hogansville order, right?
That is correct, sir.
So Hannah, she's not visible, but she's supposed to be working, so we need to get in touch with Hannah and tell her to go visible.
Johnson.
I mean, she didn't answer, I guess, but let me call her real quick. Yeah, if she, Hogansville driver drops, let's call him instead of trying to send someone else up. 547-2470. And she may be invisible for a reason, but I'll find out. Yeah, she didn't answer, man, but I'll send her a message.
Justin?
Yep.
Yeah, we were checking on this order in Juanitos that was run by Don. There was a big difference on the R total.
How much?
Order complete. And Mark already asked him to send the copy of the receipt. On our end, it's only 65, but on the restaurant end, there was that $98, almost $99.
Did she send the receipt? Not yet.
We haven't got it yet. We haven't gotten anything yet. So, still waiting for.
Is Donovan on anything else? We'll try Donovan on that Hunters. Oh shoot. Where's that Hunters? Was that canceled?
No.
Man, I gotta refresh.
Hey, that's weird. It was auto sent to Donovan, and Donovan accepted the order.
I meant it. I couldn't see it in Wisdom. Oh, there it is. I just had to refresh. Yeah, no, I sent that to him. Just figuring
okay.
if Hannah is not answering, then he can go get it. If he will, at least.
Yeah, Hannah just replied on Ring Central. He's on the emergency room. He needs to take his boyfriend to the hospital.
Maybe reach out to Amanda. Isn't that her name? Amanda in Hogansville?
Amanda.
Can't remember. Amanda Chipman. Yeah. Anyway, message Amanda Chipman and just say, hey, our Hogansville driver had to go to the emergency room. Are you available if we get any more this evening? Maybe she's available. But
Okay.
we'll let Donovan go grab that one. Probably a pretty good delivery fee going out east like that. And he was already on the edge of town, so I was like, oh, he could just go real quick. Buffalo Wild Wing Piss. Okay, well, Hannah said she can get the next one that comes in.
Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah, we received the receipt from Dawn, but it was not itemized.
Of course not.
It's just a total.
Alright, what was this order for again?
Juanitos?
Juanitos. I'm looking at it. Oh.
Good morning, buddy. Yeah, get ready for school, okay?
orders to it, Dexter, and we'll call it even.
Okay, just 15?
Yeah,
Okay,
because we made 15
All right.
on it, so 15 plus 15 is 30. That'll cover the cost.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to charge the customer more than 15 extra bucks because of
Right.
menu error or something, and I need to investigate what it is. So, yeah, just do that. Ryan's working? Alright, so since he's working, try to send him as many orders as you can.
Okay.
He's been really complaining about money and gas, so just send him everything you can. That's why I was surprised he went over there. That's a waste of gas going up there. But anyway, cool. Maybe use him down in Pell City if you can. Got Tess and Margie. Is Margie going to be flipping with Mark?
I'm not sure. He had not updated me yet about Mark after the movie area. I can go ask him.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I was just curious.
Probably after this order up. I'm not sure. She has an order now. She's doing Oishi Asian food. So.
Hey, Tess.
Yeah.
Did you have plans for the 2 saltgrass orders tomorrow in Birmingham? I can't remember. You told me.
Yeah, I was gonna get Victoria to get one of them because they look like kind of smallish orders anyway. So I was gonna get her to get the second one, I think, and I was gonna train John Owie
with the first one. With her.
Yeah. Yeah, like cause they're like 30 minutes apart. I figured I could meet John there, about just before 10 o'clock. And help him get the first order ready to go. And then by then, Victoria can get the second one.
Okay.
And she can go set it up, and I can train John on how to set up.
All right. No, that's perfect. Can you make sure and reach out to them this evening again to confirm that, and then send those orders to them so they accept it this evening?
Okay.
Just at some point tonight, so Easy Cater knows we have someone planned for tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, no rush though. I'll just let you know to get it at some point. I just saw 7 future orders, and I was like, ooh, a new one.
I already talked to Victoria, and she said she would be ready to go Monday.
Okay.
And John was ready to go any minute. I texted him last week because we had that one that came in that kept getting revoked.
Yeah.
But, he's anxious to get started too, so I will shoot him a text in the morning and see if he's ready to do that small one at the training.
Okay, well, I need him to accept it on the app tonight, so you might definitely reach out and make sure he knows tonight before tomorrow morning.
Okay, all right. I'll text him now while I'm sitting.
Okay. Red Robin. That's the 23rd. All that to say, Tess, so tomorrow morning we're supposed to be launching our website, and there's going to be a lot of craziness going on with that. So I just want to make sure everything else is taken care of so Kevin don't have to worry about it. So
Got it. So we're gonna refresh the website, because I know it's like Alabama orders haven't been going through on the website. They have to go through on the app or something.
Some are, some aren't. It's just there's a lot of people saying they're having issues placing it on there, so something's not working right.
Yeah.
Some are getting through, some aren't. So our traffic is down. So he's rushing OmniCart to go ahead and switch the website over so people can order on the new website. But the new website is not fully finished yet. So we're rushing it to try to do it tomorrow, and it's going to be missing some things. But he's thinking better to be missing a few things and be able to get all of our traffic back.
Right.
But if we go over and we're losing more traffic, we're going to switch back real quick. So
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay, it looks like John and Satori have both accepted the orders that I sent them, so we're good to go on that.
sundown, you would expect us to start pick up a little bit. Where's the majority of the business at right now? LaGrange? Ah, Mr. Kevin graces us.
What's happening?
Streaming.
Afternoon, Kevin. Hi, Mr. Kevin.
Well,
Ah, so where does the adventure take you today?
you're going around Washington, D.C. right now.
Okay, coming back through. Let's see, are you still visible on the map?
Probably.
Let the stream see where you're coming from. Oh yeah,
Stream? You got the stream on?
got the Sunday night dispatch stream going for a little bit.
You got anybody on there?
No, I put a little thing on the RMDA. Figured I'd hold it for a little while, probably sundown, get a few poking around.
Yeah.
I kind of advertise it to be a relaxed one.
How relaxed is it? How many orders? We got any orders?
Yeah, we got some. We're looking at, well, not crazy. We're at 65. So what'd you do today? I guess the wedding was yesterday.
Yeah, well, we was Friday and Saturday, but the wedding itself was Friday night, but then the reception was Saturday.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it was kind of all just really one big party.
Interesting.
And
Hey,
I'm just hanging out here waiting for orders to come in.
I hope they're coming soon.
Yeah, we got Victoria and John Owen waiting for the Saltgrass catering orders in the morning. So I've already
You
sent
spoke
orders
with
to
them?
them and they've accepted. So gonna meet
Are
them
you-
there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Pretty heavy traffic on these roads.
Oh, I can imagine. You're in the... Let me go back to that.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, that would be considered the...
Hang on 1 second. I gotta switch. Waze is telling me to make a move.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it, man. That's the craziest highway I've ever seen in my life. And I'm sure New York's worse, but like, good lord.
0.4 miles go to the right. 495.
495 circle loop. Are you going to Florida?
It says for me to, hold on, 950 feet, get to the right. I'm going to Atlanta.
Okay, so you'll go around 495 to 95?
I don't know. It's been switching me around so much between 95, 495, and 295, getting me around traffic.
Actually,
But yeah, I'm headed 495 west right now, Silver Springs. I was going to go to Roanoke Rapids, but then I looked at the traffic and all going all down through there to get to the south side of DC. It's better to go to the west. I mean, I think anyway. So I don't know where we end up. We get back on 95. I'm not sure, but we're not going to go all the way west towards like Blue Ridge or anything. Because we got Sadie Kate's car is in Atlanta.
oh yeah.
So how's the indicator look for tomorrow?
So I was looking at a little bit of that. We got
How many future orders do we have right now?
7.
And they're all indicator?
All easy cater.
How many tomorrow?
Tomorrow we have chicken salad chick in Columbus and 2 salt grasses in Birmingham. And yeah, that's all for tomorrow right now.
Yeah. I told people that we were going to stream the migration onto the new web thing, but you're not going to be here tomorrow, are you? Well, I got 2 questions about that. I have lots of questions about that. Some of them I'm going to say on this YouTube stream, and some will not. I mean, there's really nothing I can't say, I guess. I'm just.
Yeah.
I mean, the truth is that I don't know. So, is there going to be a meeting tonight?
Yes, we have one scheduled, me, you, and Otter. So.
And that's at 10 p.m. Eastern.
No, hold on, let me look at it.
I gotta calculate my stopping time for that. Unless I can be driving.
So I told him to put it at the end of the night, and if we needed to change it, we would, do it. It's from 8 to 9 Central, so 9 to 10 Eastern. So it starts at 9.
Yeah, I'll see where I am in another hour.
I was probably going to be ending stream within the next hour. Just we were holding it for a little while for fun.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, we need to figure all that out. And I can be around tomorrow a little bit, especially in the evening more of. I do have some errands I got to run in the morning.
So my question about tomorrow is the first day of Donna
Yes.
in her new role there.
And I'd like to do a little work with her.
We got to get her in. We got to get her into the
stuff.
And the stuff that she needs to use.
Yep.
And so I saw your thing about making email addresses and all that, and I'll try to do that tonight. But do you think you'll be around when she's going to come on at 11 Eastern, 10 Central?
Yes. I got to look and see when those.
Just to get a little basics.
Yes. I'd like to do a little bit of time with her, so let me make sure I'll be here whenever she's coming on. At least work with her for a minute before I got to go.
Yeah, so she needs to be able to get in. Yeah, she needs to get into the tools that she needs.
Let's see what time my appointment is. I have an appointment. It's 1:30. Yeah, I need to be done by noon, so I've got a little time in the morning. Did you, by chance? I know you haven't, but I'm very proud of them. I spent a good bit of time today, made some videos, put them on the management Slack channel. So they're links to a driver's YouTube channel. And so I've got 3 driver videos up. One is an intro from me, one is about cartwheel, and one is about slaying.
Okay.
In my thought process, it will help Danica be able to send those links to people.
Okay.
So
I'll take a look.
Yeah, take a look.
I haven't looked yet.
Right now they're private, so it's only link only.
Yeah. And so the link is in the Slack channel management?
Yep.
Yeah. Your thoughts about moving Facebook to a page of...
So when she did her research on the 3 different companies, she noticed they didn't have any city. It was just one big page. Now, I know we operated a little different and started with a different goal. And maybe not, but...
We still kind of have a different goal, I think.
I do, I think so.
I don't make that decision off the cuff. I'll definitely make her a Jackrabbit email address so she can set up her own other access, however she wants to do it. Mm-hmm. But for now, I want to stick with the separates because, I think as we can grow markets, like right now, we're barely in a whole bunch of markets. Mm-hmm. When you talk about market share of those.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So as we grow in markets, I feel like these operators
take over their page.
Either take over it or have a person that's doing that in their area.
That's what we talked about. She said, I feel like it's a big, umbrella page, but the person in that area, if you want to have an Alabama Jackrabbit page or a Mobile Jackrabbit page, that's on you as the operator, and you kind of make it the local field page.
I don't know about an overall, because an overall, yes, I know that's how the big guys do it, but that's also what we're trying to avoid.
Go away
we're trying
now.
to stay that local alternative, Like, every Jackrabbit operator is running their own market, and it's as local as local can be.
Yeah.
And so, I think we should lean on the operators more, but they need direction and they need content.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Their role is like to take that, what we do, right? And I mean,
I see where you're getting at.
If it's too much for one person to go into the 21, I think it's 21 or whatever it is, 19, whatever it is, then that one person makes the overall, imagery and message, and then sends it out to the operators in there, and they put it up. They post it, maybe make some different comments, maybe link to certain restaurants. You know what I mean?
Man, I don't think it was like a workload problem. I think it was just a thought process. But for now, that's what I told her. We're going to keep that same model, obviously. She'll use that Nancy at Jackrabbit, make a different Facebook. And that way she can just kind of have one to log in and manage all of them.
Yeah. And I tried to look at, like, the Facebook meta business thing, but, man, it's a mess, too. I was hoping that it would be like, okay, well, if you've got a bunch of pages, here's how you manage that. And I think somebody should do some research on that.
She might be able to.
There may be better tools out there to manage multiple pages. But I think in the end, it's not going to be feasible for one person to go in and post in each one and be. And we've always had it to where we're expecting the operators to manage their own areas. So, not that we always have somebody in place, but if we do, we want them to do that.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to say, hey, Jeff from Food Fetched is on.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man?
Good. So, hey, Kevin, going to that, because I was looking at that as well prior. There, I believe, don't quote me on this, I have not checked it out at all, but one of my friends does, because that's all he does is marketing for a lot of, like, what he does is he creates Facebooks for like his businesses, and then he oversees it. He does marketing for all of them, and I believe it's called Hootsuite. I mean, and then he said something about allows him to manage multiple accounts together on the social software. So that's like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all of this stuff.
Say it again.
I think it's called Hoots. Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it
Let me
down.
look it up. Yeah, he's told me at one point, if I can remember correctly, it was Hootsuite, that it allows to social. He does it for the social media advertising.
Hootsuite.
But
I found it.
yeah, so you got it. Okay. So that would be something to check out, and I'm gonna look at it myself. But I'm not in. And he thought that I had multiple. I used to have multiple food fetch Facebooks for different areas, but I no longer have done that. I kind of took that out because it was just too much to handle. And then when I went to having different Slack channels for my drivers in different markets, that's when he told me about this. And I was like, well, I'm not going to revert back now because I did all the changes to go one way. I'm not going to go through it again. But yeah, that might be something for you.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Oh, thank you. I think that just in our situation right now, since we have, our build out is built out through operators. We may go in there as a company and start the market, but we try to get operators in place, so I think it's better for us to have. I mean, my preference is that we have a common message, but then that message is being put out there by local people. Because, our thing is that local alternative.
Do you have any current operators in any of your markets?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah.
It does not work for me. It does not work for me.
Yeah,
I'm too hands-on, where I want to be part of everything, and the issue is it's like they do one way, and I'm like, listen, like we have SOP, we have things that you need to do, but they just do completely other stuff, and I'm like, yeah, no, like you're not going to sit back and just try to collect a paycheck without getting some skin in the game or doing your part. If you're not going to do it, then that's it. So we tried that twice.
We've had some people stick around because
we've gone through our fair share.
They either wanted to do it completely on their own, and disregard what we're trying to put together as a group, or they just didn't. They just wanted that whatever per order that was coming into their market.
Yeah,
and that's basically what we're doing. We're trying to get it to where it's a cut of profits that the operator gets. And,
yeah, we did it. I think when we did it, when we tried it, it was in a market where it was really, really good for them. And after he got drivers and everything, it's like they just stopped. And I'm like, well, what are you doing?
It's dangerous too because you know what.
Like that hurts the brand. Like if it wasn't Jackrabbit or Food Fetch, I don't give a crap what the hell they do. But when you're representing a brand and you destroy that, it doesn't. It takes forever. It takes 1 second to destroy it, and it takes 100 years to freaking get it going.
Right, and actually, our operators are in a role of driver. Like we do driver recruitment, they put eyes on drivers. We do like we're doing here, like marketing, and they put the personal touch on it. But we provide the centralized dispatching, and so we're handling every single order and every single customer. So they're not free to mess things up too much.
Oh, you guys do all that.
Yes. but they are free to come up with, some extra marketing plans, doing things like in some markets we have radio ads running, and in another market we're doing more with schools. So whatever that operator is more comfortable and maybe has some experience in, we're definitely willing to try different things like that. But we're centralized in the actual customer service and driver recruitment. So there's not too much. There's no separate systems going on. Nobody. If they want to be on our Facebook, they get into our Facebook that's already in place. If they're going to be on Instagram, they get into Instagram that's already in place. If they're getting it, hiring, they're hiring with our tools. So.
Yeah, and that makes sense. We went a different approach where they had, we limit them to what they could do on Deliver Logic, obviously, but they had the option to, look at the dispatch board, look at that, because we were doing a 60-40 split, right? And they need to do more if they're going to want to make money. And the thing is you give them a market to do, and you're like, listen, this is bigger than we are doing now, and this is the potential that you can make. It's whatever you do with that is you write your own paycheck, and they just don't want to do nothing. And I don't even charge them.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you can come in here and get part of the operation without having to invest.
Yeah.
But like some people want to keep driving more, right?
Yeah.
And they get really, it's all according to the size of their market, but they can drive a lot, go after the good orders, and some people don't want to barely drive at all.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see as DSP comes in, more and more for us. We'll see how that changes if this mode of operation can continue. Or I'm sure it's constantly in flux. We didn't sit down and get a plan and write out a plan. So this is just the plan. This is just the plan that happened after almost 5 years. So we tried all different ways, incentives, and things to do, but.
So, if you don't mind me asking, how did you meet Justin?
So pretty much I had a restaurant in Mobile, and we started trying to figure out delivery, and there was this little delivery company that was basically you had to call up and you called them. No, you called the restaurant. The restaurant called the delivery company.
Yeah, that's what they do in one of my areas now. So old school.
Yeah. And
super old school.
Justin and I basically took that over and turned it into something else, obviously.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that was Justin was coming in as a driver, and then when that changed, he started hiring and managing drivers for us, and that was in 2015, I believe.
Oh, wow. So you've been there for, over 5 years, 6, 7, 8 years, 8 years?
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
I mean, we're coming up on a good many now. It's wild to believe.
Awesome.
But no, it's been fun, man. Yeah, I was driving for the company, and he was signing up his restaurant, and we decided, he got involved in it, and we just...
Yeah, that one was going to go away. The kid's father was doing all the driving, the kid was driving. It was started by like a 16-year-old.
Oh, wow. Well, that's awesome, though. Like a 16-year-old, to do that and to do it. I mean, that's similar to what we did. I mean, I have my restaurant, I still do, and we're like, what the hell are we gonna do for deliveries? Because I was talking to my wife, and I was looking at it, trying to figure out, did some research, and then found out there wasn't no Grubhub, there wasn't no DoorDash, and all this other stuff. And then Jerry was a good customer of mine that came in almost 3-4 times a week. And
oh, nice.
And he was curious. And he was my last one that I was asking. And I told him, I was like, you have until tomorrow morning to make up your mind. Told him that, and then he's like, you know what? I was just in Florida, and we were getting Uber Eats, and he said, I wish that Augsburg had something like that. And then he called me back later that night, and he said, let's go, let's do it. And that's how that started. So, I mean, it's just crazy on how things like go like that.
I think that so many of the RDSs that start out as there's nobody else there, and then all of a sudden they got a great thing, and then of course the big companies come in, and then now how do you know, when you're competition, let's just say if you've got 3 competitors or 4 competitors in the market, and the other 3 competitors are competing at a national or at least a regional level, and they're happy with, fighting amongst themselves for 30-40% of the market, where we were, we had 100%, and it's hard for us to make that, kind of switch, but it doesn't matter. They're going to make it for you, and like, how do you survive in that? And I think that's what everybody is, just getting through. And now we're looking at the future, saying, okay, well, I'm not the only guy in my market. Margins are going to have to go down, right? I mean, the idea of getting $12, having $12 to work with on every order is just not going to stick around, I don't think. 12 to 20. And so I know it's not sticking around. It's going down and down. So
except for Easy Cater.
Except for that's a whole different ballgame. But I haven't seen enough orders in that to call that. I see it as a nice channel, and it's a great recruiting channel, and it's a great. I call it the easy button for bringing on drivers and bringing on new markets. It gives you a base without, right up until then, I was doing like this, in some places, guarantees for drivers. Yeah. And so, now that guarantee is, they get whatever easy orders come in. And so, it's real important for me to get that out to all my markets, and hopefully there'll be enough easy orders to keep taking that path.
Yeah, we've seen an increase on our side, and I look at total orders that I have done based on what I paid out and extra money I paid out because some orders with no tip. Our average actually went up. We are now pushing that $18, $17.87.
Okay, yeah. So we started out at 20, and then I dropped down. The last time that I looked at it, it was 15, and maybe this week was actually a little bit better again. But I mean, hey, that's still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, our goal was $9 personally.
Yeah,
like, we're like, what? $9, we'll be fine.
Yeah. So I don't see, but there's just not enough orders, even at $9. I mean, I don't think there's enough orders in anybody's market. Maybe there is.
I think they're very likely still testing
us. I think that's why you look at somebody like Delivered or somebody like that. That's why they're in so many markets. It's a whole bunch of markets with a few orders.
And that's, not going into details and stuff, but that's why you expand and grow, and the more markets you get into, you get to, even across the board, you get to one per 100, like one order average out for 100 markets. All of a sudden, now you're 100 orders a day. Now you're thinking, but again, to do that, you got to be able to multitask and drive and everything else.
And you have to little break.
Yeah, and there's some that won't do it, and there's some that will do it.
Yeah, and I don't know, stupid. Brave and a little stupid. It's not always stupid to be brave. It's not always smart to be brave.
It's just a different world for sure. And I was thinking about getting into like the Olo stuff, but what worries me there is the $3-4 delivery fees, right? You have to compete with the bigger guys, and it's just tough.
My goal there is just that, I'm hoping to have that finished this week. And now it's on my end because there's some parts of the survey question that I need to finish that I wasn't ready to. I didn't know I was going to have to tell them, So now, and I don't know how serious they are about, how truthful I have to be. But I guess I'm going to be as truthful as I possibly can on there. It's not. It's only like. I'm not going to go into it, but it's just like operational things that could, that like, hey, you have this, type of checks going on with your drivers to, how often do you do additional training courses with your driver? And I'm like, man, I wish I had drivers stuck around that long to do additional training courses. But, so things like that, I've got a few more questions to finish out on that. But my goal overall with Holo is to just, fill in orders, right?
Yes.
Jackrabbit needs to make money, of course, right? But right now, I need to grow. Right? Maybe one day I'll say, well, no, it's better to just stay the size we are and get as much money out of every order as we can. But right now, some of that growth can be paid for by, Jackrabbit not making a single dime on an Olo order, but getting more drivers available to build our brands in that market or whatever, have drivers available for the easy caters and things like that. I think it's money I'm not putting out as investment, or my investors are not putting out.
And that's the thing too, is like if Olo.
Oh my gosh, that was supposed to be a term right there.
He got deep into a conversation. And
sorry. I would have messed me up again.
It's not meant to be, Kevin. It's not meant to be.
For a lot of things later. So I was supposed to be getting on I-95 right there. I guess that is.
Wait, are you on your way to PA?
I'm coming back. I'm going through DC or Tyson's Corner or something right now.
Sure.
All right, so now I'm going to take 66 West for 6.9 miles. I was just about ready to say, hey, Justin, look on the map.
I'm zooming in now. So if you can turn right on 60, you turn it right?
On 66 West.
Okay, yes. So you can take 66 West pretty much all the way to 81, which is going to take you down towards Roanoke.
Roanoke Rapids? That's probably where I want to stop for the night.
So you're on 66.
You want back home?
Yeah, my daughter is with me, and we're going to stop in Atlanta where her car is.
Oh, nice.
And then we're going to head to Mobile after that.
Oh, wow.
So Mobile. Haven't been true home for a while. My wife's been in Columbia, so she hasn't been there.
Where's Roanoke Rapids?
Roanoke Rapids is actually in North Carolina, south of Roanoke, Virginia.
Okay, so Roanoke, Virginia is the path that I was taking you on. So 66 West.
There's a hotel I like in Roanoke Rapids. If I get to stay there, great. If not, that's okay.
So, but you said it's down in North Carolina?
Yeah, I'm hoping to get into the Carolinas. Or a Carolina, just North Carolina.
You better take your speed, whatever you're doing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Add 30 to it.
So, honestly, Kevin, you should have, well.
It's got me.
Yeah.
It's got me getting back on. Now it's telling me
No.
get on 95 South. So
Yes.
that'll be fine.
Yeah, go 95 South if you want to go to Roanoke Rapids.
I don't really want to go to. I want to go to Atlanta, but I'm not going to get there tonight.
95 is your quickest way to where you want to go tonight.
Justin, why don't you hook up Kevin with an easy cater order by Washington or something?
Yeah.
Give him a little gas money to get home.
I've always said that someday you're going to be able to travel around and just grab an order here and keep going. Like, I did some.
Ship It does it.
Order. Who does?
Ship It. They do the tractor trailers. You literally, it's so crazy, that whole system. Like, they'll pick up. I did when I bought my food truck down in Florida. They literally came up and grabbed it, and then they had a setting that says how far out of the way do you want to go and pick up orders on the way. And they set it at 40 miles, 30 miles, 80 miles, whatever it is, and they picked up multiple different little loads.
Yeah, definitely doing that stuff for a little while.
Oh, really?
Not driving, but the logistics aspect of it.
That's cool.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I picture it like this, because I mean, on DoorDash, I would get on DoorDash when I was first trying to figure out self-delivery for DoorDash. So I figured I better learn some DoorDash. So I got started driving this summer, early summer, I guess, driving DoorDash. And once you became like a, what's it called, Justin?
Top dasher or?
Top dasher, which wasn't too hard. It would ask me, like, my schedule would end at, say, 8 o'clock. And then it'd ask me, are you going home? I'd say, yeah. I said, do you want to dash on your way home? It's like, that's beautiful. That's what money buys right there.
Yeah,
that's what having a whole lot of money to have your own tech team to come up with stuff like that.
And I think it's going to happen over time, and that could be something on with Aria, or or it could definitely happen. Or it wouldn't actually be Aria; it would be Cartwheel, I think, or in a conjunction.
I think it's actually because it's all important how where your orders are coming from, right? So if it's a lot of direct orders, and you know where the orders are, it's going to come from the OmniCart side.
Yeah.
If it's DSP, I still think it's going to come from the OmniCart side, because OmniCart's trying to build their intelligence that it's connected deeply into Cartwheel to know where the drivers are, but deeply into everything else to know where the orders are. And and that's Aria's background, really, is AI.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and we've had some pretty good conversations on where we could go with that. Yeah. When you think about that.
What'd you say, Dexter?
I'm sorry about that. The Subway Intel CD is not showing on the Omni card. It's past 5 minutes.
Let me take a peek real quick.
I'm not going to miss my turn this time.
You've seen the turn, Kevin.
I saw that. Sometimes I call for it, get in that expensive fast lane. I was like, I'm going to go over to that expensive fast lane. And then I realized, no, I can't do that. I'm turning.
Hey, Dexter. If the one that's been in for 11 minutes, go ahead and manually create it in Cartwheel. You know how to do that?
No, sir.
Alright, I was teaching them the other day. Go over to the top of the Cartwheel page, or like the dispatch page, where you can do like...
Share your screen while you're doing that, Justin.
Alright.
So if anybody else gets in there.
Yeah.
And finish my order.
Just don't take up any more of my phone screen, because I needed the navigation.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen to my phone screen when you do that. Okay, there you go.
Alright. So, can you see my screen, Dexter?
Yes, sir. I'm watching now.
Alright, so you got create and quick create. What I've been doing is quick creating it, but we'll just do a create just for the heck of it.
Uh-huh.
So read me out some Well, no, I better copy and paste it. So I'm going to come back over here to the Data Dreamer side, just copy and paste the info real quick. So first off, Subway Pell City. I'm going to just go ahead and copy all of the items. So I just go through and copy everything on the order. Come back over here to Cartwheel. So we're going to put that in the drop-off notes. That's where we're going to put all the items on the order for now. That's where we have OmniCart putting them, so that's where it's used to. The pickup is going to be Subway Pell City. Then drop-off name and address is going to be the customer name and their address. So 1363 Vista Lane, Pell City. So copying that over. Amber Vickers is her name. And it should populate on the address for you. There it is. Amber Vickers. So last thing, I'm going to grab her phone number. Oh, come on, computer. Stream is bogging me down.
Grayson Hudson's not on here tonight, is he?
I haven't seen him.
And I wish he was. I'm going to ask him about what he worries about when he changes his URL, moves his URL to a new name server.
What's the tip and delivery fee, Dexter?
Let me go ahead and check on that one, sir. Tip is $13.74.
Delivery fee?
On a Subway order?
Yes, sir.
Delivery fee, Dexter?
$9.16.
Alright, so do you see the courier charge is your delivery fee, and then the tip is the tip. You have to change the payment type to order paid, tips paid, for the tip to be visible. So once you get all that in, we're going to put a pickup time of, yeah, that'll work. It should be defaulted to like 30 from when it was placed. Alright, do we have a order in there now? Subway Pell City. Yep. Alright.
So
Now,
how often do you have to do that?
so they did an update recently in Cartwheel, and it made the communication template for the orders in OmniCart to Cartwheel a little bit different. So it created duplicate pickup locations. And so they were going through and consolidating all the pickup locations to one instead of two. And they decided finally to OmniCart and Cartwheel are using unique IDs now rather than like the addresses and the formats. So the unique ID now will always match them together and not create a duplicate. But
I didn't know that. I was wondering what they were doing to solve that.
yeah, they're putting a unique ID number on there or something. But now there's a bunch of
working out?
It's working now, but there are still some duplicate locations that have not been consolidated, I think. And so what happens on that is it's not. Oh, okay, that's the pushover, actually. Not coming into OmniCart is probably a zip code issue. It shouldn't have that.
Oh, it didn't come into OmniCart at all?
Didn't come into Omni. Correct, Dexter?
So, yeah, this week we're going to move all of our web traffic over to we're going to point our URL to the OmniCart web page. So that means that the customer will be actually creating the orders in our OmniCart instance.
We're not going to be parsing.
Except for app orders. App orders will still be bought through Dreamer.
I wish that.
That's crazy though, Kevin. That could be 50% of our traffic in theory. I mean,
Well, I don't know. Dreamer doesn't kill it before we get it over. but we've had this serious problem. Well, everybody on Dreamers, I think, has been having it. Usually we're like a 60-40 web versus app, and lately we've been like 80% app and low numbers in two of our servers.
Oh wow! So that must be. You guys are fortunate. You're fortunate though that it allows you to do the way that you're doing, because there's certain other software platforms that does not allow you to do what you guys are doing.
I mean,
how so? What do you mean?
You can't run simultaneous.
No.
How can somebody stop? I mean, it's not like you're not going to pay them for the orders or give them the orders. You're not allowed to take an email and turn it into an order on another platform. How could they stop you from that?
Well, you can, but the issue is they're going to start kind of. They could mess with you.
Yeah.
They frown upon it.
They aren't going to mess with me for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't see where that's in their favor.
What are you going to do? I mean, if they turn off the faucet, it hurts themselves.
Are you not allowed to have an email? Are you not allowed to use that information for whatever you want? Doesn't seem like they could. I could see them not wanting you going in there and, reverse engineering. I mean, I know every terms of service agreement talks about reverse engineering and doing anything inside the system, but as long as you're not reverse engineering, you're logging in as yourself and doing whatever you want with that information. I can't imagine that they would ever win or something like that if they came after you.
Yeah.
Not that you want anybody coming after you, because that is no fun. There's no winner in that.
No, just time and money and hope and pray that nothing bad is going to happen.
Yeah.
But when we did ours, when we went from JungleWorks to the current software that we're on, when they did the name change, and through my I have GoDaddy that I have my website through, and they pointed everything to it. It didn't take long at all. It took a couple hours, really.
Yeah. Yeah, but Dave was talking about when Google doesn't see the deep information that it's used to seeing. Okay, so like when you're pointing when your URL is being what do they call that when they scroll up the website at night? I forget what they call it, but they go and they kind of research where all the links are going. So when they send somebody there, they know they're really sending them where they think they're sending them.
Okay, gotcha.
And so all of a sudden your name server information changes. They may hold traffic back if they're not sure. Like they don't see those deep meta tags, deep information that they're used to seeing.
I think that was what causes them to show like the site is like down, like there's nothing that pops up. It's probably like a blank site, or it says, whatever the hell it says. My only issue when I did the switchover was the application part. That was the tough one for us. There were some issues. The website was the least of my worries, because that was pretty quick and easy, but it was the application itself that makes it hard.
I'm learning right now why Waze Matt wanted me to go the other way.
Traffic?
Yeah, come to a stop. I see that it's going to be definitely a challenge for us too. But my goal is to not show off a single customer on my app, put up my new app, start getting folks to go towards it, and keeping the old app running.
So you're going to create a whole other app, and then so they'll have to download that app as well.
Yeah, but if they don't, they use the old app, they're still on Dreamers until the last person with an app stops buying. That's the
I
plan.
didn't realize that you can have two of the same app on there.
You can't have two of the same apps on the Apple Store under the same account, right?
But you can have a different.
But you can stop one, yeah. You can stop one. I'm still a developer.
Yeah.
So it looks like an update to the Apple Store. And I can't push an update to the Dreamers app, right, through the Dreamers app. Well, first off, their pushes don't work anyway. And second of all, there's just no, hey, go in there and upload your, we're going to try it. There's no way to say go in there and please go in there and or automatically upgrade your app if we bring you to the new app. There's no, I don't think there is.
No, I tried that with the current one that we're on, and when I went from JungleWorks to another one, and then went back to JungleWorks, and then went from Jungle, so I did it twice, and both times they're like, oh no, they're going to be able to click on the app, and then it'll pop up, it'll say update, and then they're going to be good to go. No. They had to delete it, and then reinstall it, and we spent some money on marketing, and literally did customer import, and then we took all their cell phone numbers and we sent them all a text message.
Yeah.
And I was going to go out as far as sending them all in emails. We did email, text, and I was going to send a postcard and say, hey, you know what, we're going to be down this day, blah blah blah, and here's $5 off your next order for the, But we always pick a Monday to do that stuff, Monday or Tuesday. Or a holiday. We try to do it on a holiday, but Mondays or Tuesdays is typically when we do something, is what I want to do.
Yeah.
It's scary. That feeling, it's like, once you go through it, that's one thing, and then it's like praying that nothing's happening or the customers come back and do all that, because it's a little scary.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely never started this week, so we'll see what happens. I just can't have my web traffic go down because really, in my Georgia market, we're so blessed. We're back to almost pretty much where we were before the major slowdown happened in May, June. In June, really. And in that market, in the Alabama market, in the Central Time Zone, we're still at probably, way less than that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we did, compared to what we did in
Yeah, I mean, I think you're not the only one, though. I think definitely. There's definitely, yeah, I mean, I see now, yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy.
I heard some articles about people who are, that's why I said we're blessed with our one market that's back up to where it was. You see where I am here. 6 miles, Gordon Boulevard.
I'm really excited for February, right after they come back from their midwinter break for the schools, and that's going to be that's a whole other game changer.
Yes.
That's going to be huge.
Yes. And I'm investigating into another platform that some of my schools use, my area schools, but they don't know that one yet. So there's another one that I really think we got to get on. And
yeah, I know between the two.
Just like I'm going to be taking my time on this route that I'm on. I'm going to let him go.
think between the two that were proposed to them and they already started the process on it, there is probably, if I had to guess, at least 3,500 to 4,000 schools, which is huge.
Yes.
You know, so if we get two of them, it's going to be easier to get the other ones. I feel like,
Yeah.
and it's a game changer for sure.
Yeah. Do you, so, and you don't have to answer this by any means, but do you plan on going completely over to Omni or just for your school?
No, first, completely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm really excited about. When we're completely on there, and then as they add these new capabilities, each time it's going to be, more work.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder how many RDSs, I wonder how many RDSs are really seriously considering the move right now.
The smart ones that look ahead and that is doing what you're doing, what I'm doing, and what other RDSs are doing that were on the call before, those are the ones that are going to do the right thing. The other ones that are kind of in the middle, they don't know which way to go. They probably never had to deal with a switch, right? So
Yeah.
I've done it 3 times. So you have, you've done it yourself too. So
Yeah.
it's we know what to. As long as I feel good about doing something at the end result involving, but then seeing what is happening and seeing the changes in the last 6, 7, 8 months, it's been great.
Yeah, and for me, it's like this. Each step that I take, as long as when I take it, there's a way to switch back. So that step can be reversed. And then each step that's successful, we're moving forward, So like tomorrow, we're going to go on the web. If there's a problem, we switch back, And then once the web is working correctly and going and we don't have to worry about, whether we have to switch back or not, then that's good. And then the app does. And then we, then we move that way. I think as long as you plan it out and have good communication with whatever platform you decide on, I think it's jumping in with both feet. That's not something that, and just, hey, let's just see what happens.
Yep.
That's not for me. But also waiting to see what's going to happen in my situation with the software that we're on, and just saying, well, I hear there's some other software that's going to come in and take it over, fix these problems, or you'll be able to use this, I hear and I hear and I hear. That's not. I got every indication that I'm getting right now is that I don't want to.
You're doing what's best for. You're doing what's best.
It's less risky, really.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing less risky than not doing anything.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I mean, here's the thing, though, right? People that know me, they're like, "Well, why are you looking to do what you're doing?" And I said, "Well, there's always a reason, right?" And then we had our own as well. Like I could just go on my own and just work off what I have currently and build that with Cartwheel, but I'm using it for a completely different reason, and I like the options, right? And I don't need to spend the kind of time and resources what they have done currently, even in the time that you've been doing it with them, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, it's great. You have really good people, and they're very talented and very smart.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the more of us that decide to go on, people ask me why are you so vocal about, hey, this is what I'm doing. And I'm not trying to tell anybody they should do it because they can all go to hell and anybody, And
well, look at what happened to the other one. That but that was actually I don't even consider that software though. That was
Yeah.
patch.
Yeah. That was an idea. Yeah. So I mean, why am I being vocal? And why would I want other people to go the same route? It's because I think the more we're not in competition with each other, and the more of us that get on a platform that
Talk to
seems
each
to
other.
me like they have our best interest in mind, the better.
I think it's going to be something truly special. I think because they're so. I mean, look at. I just see they care, but they also know that to get sorry, I said something. To get the amount of clients that I think are going to need to do, they're going to do whatever it takes. And in a year from now, it's gonna be probably a completely different setup or sign-up process than what it is right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like it's a perfect time. Same thing with Cartwheel, same thing with other companies out there. It's just a perfect combination. They each are in their own lane, and they just kind of meet up in the middle on certain things to pass information. Other than that, everybody, both are in their own separate lane.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's less scary having those two segmenting your solution to where if one of them doesn't work out, you have options. And the other part stays operational.
Yeah.
See where it goes.
So, with your guys is like the stuff, like, do you guys have the driver place the order there, or do you guys place it for them?
For some of the sellers, we're connected to with a tablet, but in different markets it's different. Most of the time we have them do it. Our customers do not call in orders. The drivers do.
The drivers do. Okay.
Yeah, they call in all of our orders. We again, not that we took the pen and said that, hey, let's plan this out and do it this way. One Valentine a few years ago, I think in 2018 really, one Valentine's night, we had 4 dispatchers and 35, 40 drivers out there, and the backlog was the dispatchers, trying to get the orders into the restaurants when the restaurants weren't answering the phones,
They're sitting there waiting. Why not?
And they're sitting there waiting, and finally I said, okay, drivers, you got to go and take all these, you got to get these orders out somehow. Help us get them out. And that night, the drivers started calling orders in and going into the restaurants on that night because they couldn't call it in and getting the orders placed. And we never been back. Drivers have been doing it. We paid them a little bit more.
Yeah.
And ever since then, the drivers have been doing it. And I understand that Grubhub does that now too.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. We do that. Like, we have restaurants where if they have to go in and actually place the order, we give them a little bit extra. We give them an extra point or so, or a point and a half of the total order, and that's it. And it works out great. They're in, like, it's funny because we have tablets in like 3 of the fast foods in one town. The Five Guys, Taco Bell, McDonald's, and Arby's. And Burger King does not have one because I tested it. I could have put one there, but I tested it. So when a driver gets to McDonald's and say, hey, I'm here for the order, they go and start, going to the tablet, put the order in. We do not, they don't make the food until the driver gets there. And we want it hot and fresh, and every time we get there, they have to drop a new order of fries. And that was coming directly from the franchise owner. So they did that. So you would get there as a driver, and they, I'm here for such and such order, okay. And then 2 minutes goes by, 3 minutes goes by, nothing. And then all of a sudden, people are in line, and then here it goes 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 18 minutes. We're like, what in the actual hell is going on? So the average time was between 16 to 18 minutes for the order to come through. And then we had a talk with them, and then a McDonald's delivery person, that's all they do is they go around, place orders, and see how it would come back through. And we got it down to about 9 minutes. When my driver goes to Burger King, by the time they place that order and get the order, it's 4.5 minutes. Yeah. So, and I've been telling actually McDonald's, I'm like, listen, here's your rating, your average time, and here's another one that I'm not going to say the name of it, but here's another one time-wise. I said, you are like, you're off. Like, you need to fix that. And they're working on it. I think we're down to like 7 minutes now, which is a lot better on that part. But now what they do is when the order does come in, if an order of fries is not on or whatnot, they'll start dropping fries and it's fine. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting when we get in there with these fast food places where we used to have an agreement with in Georgia with Chick-fil-A, but then once they signed their deal in like 2020, I guess it was, with DoorDash, they actually invested in DoorDash, and where DoorDash, instead of it being a discounted item, they actually paid more, like they were paying their investment off. The investment from Chick-fil-A at a per sandwich. Like they had to sell 4 million sandwiches or something to pay it off. I'm sure it was like 40 million sandwiches. Who knows?
Yeah,
I think it was 900 something million Chick-fil-A invested in DoorDash.
wow.
And it was like I forget what you call it, but it was basically a loan, you know, and they took it back 1 sandwich at a time. And so at that point, Chick-fil-A was like, we don't want it. I think we get like $3.90 or whatever it is, so instead of $2.90 for that chicken sandwich from DoorDash. So they didn't want it that much. It was terrible too because, you know, I mean on that Chick-fil-A sandwich, it was terrible too because they have such, you know, Chick-fil-A is such a following. I'm not saying it's a cult, but it's a cult.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
they would post something about us in one little town in Georgia. They would say, you know, hey, you can order through Jackrabbit. The first time they did that, we had 11,000 downloads of our app.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the same thing that they did up here, like for our McDonald's. So in New York, we just know a lot of people, and coming from the restaurant industry, I can kind of talk level with them, but I don't take no for an answer. I'll find out how to get to that person some way or another. So now in Tennessee and New York, every Taco Bell I have access to, which is nice. But they put out there like, oh hey, download the app, you can get your food delivered now through Food Fresh, and it's like holy crap, it's like craziness. Same thing that happened with McDonald's, right? They're like, oh, download the app, blah blah blah, and all of a sudden it was just a crazy nightmare, which is good, but at the same time, I'm trying to get it into their actual POS system. I want the direct integration. And that's my goal. So every time I go to these events where McDonald's is, I keep bugging them and bugging them and bugging them and bugging them.
Yeah, you know, I think all of this DSP stuff gives us more credibility right off the bat. If you say, hey, you're doing, you know, Easy Cater, which is, you know, doing deliveries, like, you know, we're doing deliveries for Chicken South Chicken in each, you know, 5 cities. You go to Chicken South Chicken in the town you're working with and say, you know, hey, we're already doing the deliveries in these other markets, and it's not misleading. You're not misleading them. You are actually, And so they can look it up and see it, and you know, it gives you credibility that it's one of the beautiful things about the idea.
But not everybody thinks the way that what you just said. Not everybody
I just don't think they're putting two and two together yet.
No.
Everyone, I think they're a lot of people are very risk averse, and they look at, and every little step is a much bigger, scare to them, you know? And but once they start putting two and two together, and these folks really do, I just hope that the top brass of the RMBA has the staying power to, continue to, it's got to be rough for them a bit, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I'm sure.
When they go out, they spend their whole family weekend that they were going to have getting ready to go fly to Chicago for some food show, right? And they come back with these things, and then people are saying, hey, what's in it for you? Why are you doing this? You obviously, you're getting something out of it, or, hey, I don't want to, I don't know how many people are doing easy things, but I know it's not many. And, they've been going at it hard for a solid year and a half, I think, or more maybe. And then having people just saying, yeah, I don't think so. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm interested in that. It's like,
Yeah, to me, it's like you spent all that time and effort to do something for a great group of through the group, and for them to say, you know what, yes, and then now when it's all here, it's like, yeah,
I understand people being nervous, I don't understand some of the, they just straight out criticize these folks. I don't get that at all. But, if you're going to join a group to get things out of it, you gotta try some of it when they grant it.
yeah. Because at least I always said that if you are willing to do something, and if it doesn't work out, at least you can say you tried it.
Yeah, I got to plan on how you get off the next exit as I'm driving and looking at this traffic. But, just know that, I'm going to try to take this route here, and if it don't work, I know where I'm getting off. But,
yep.
You got to get on the road there. But that's what I said. I just hope that the leadership doesn't get too discouraged by the lack of participation that gets them to think, well, I'd be better off just taking a few of them, or getting my own company going into the rest of this stuff, or, go out and get investment into it, go another route, because they, obviously these folks looked at it and said, hey, we're better off if we can get everybody to go this route, or everybody to talk, go look at national type deals. And if people are, too reluctant, these folks, they're not, it's not like a vacation, they're not, they're not calling from, it's not like a caller they're stuck with. They can come up with other opportunities as well. So anyway, I think people are starting to see how it can pay off. Imagine if they really did all kick in like this. If they really did have a couple of hundred RDSs participating and the shoulder to the wheel in that one direction. You get a lot of deals.
And that's the thing, though. That's what they want. That's the way that we can get it. Like, you can't go and you can't go to, for example, you get, this Easy Cater is a huge deal for RMBA. And this is a sample of many things that can come, but if we don't have the backup of all the members to be on board and do this, then the chances of getting other major deals is going to be slim to none.
It wasn't letting me sign in at first, so I did the roll back on
I
and
think
turn
for
back
us,
up.
we pretty
And now
much,
it's,
a lot of our
I
drivers,
just
if you look on that
accepted
map
for
that
it to
Doug
like
had
have
up there,
access
a lot
to
of our
the
drivers
camera
have
and
their
like pictures and stuff, but like it's giving me a black screen every time I turn
location
it
turned
on.
on, they're active all the time.
So I turn it off back on
And
again.
I think that we can get some of these orders because there's drivers available.
Oh, I think so.
I'm positive about that.
Yeah.
But I feel like if anybody has that, you know, if it's Nash's legit logic that does it, or I know it.
So when you log out of it, it'll give you a whole other list.
I know that
I don't know why it looks like
when I have drivers available, if I don't have drivers available, if I don't have drivers with a tag on, even no matter how, if the restaurant chooses me as priority, I'm not going to get the order.
So I didn't see what I
It has to see the driver to, have to see the driver to say, yes, send it over there and let us put a driver on. It doesn't pick the driver, but it knows there's drivers.
I don't have to, I just thought that you wanted it to
Well, here's the thing, though, too, is like, like the route orders from Easy Gator that come in the same day.
Okay. I thought he wanted
Like,
to go ahead and go out, so I was
I believe
going to go
that
ahead and start
because I have
approving
drivers
how
on
we're to get them
already,
twisted
so
every single
they're
one,
sending
and
me
it's already
orders.
verified.
I guess you already have all the.
So if an order comes in,
I do, I don't know.
like today,
How the link is placed.
order was taken at 10:30, and then all of a sudden at 10:45, I had an order that came in, and it was due for pickup in an hour.
I don't mind waiting.
Yeah. Okay, so we get there. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
and if you don't,
I was just doing it because that's exactly why I was doing it, but I also don't want to go ahead and take like, oh, I wish we did
if
everything.
it's I think it's 4 hours, then it's considered in advance.
It's also already 7 o'clock.
And I look at them.
It's probably later in some
Today I had
places.
one
If I post
for
it, it's
Chick-fil-A. It was a
if I post
$1,900
it
order. And the
at
only reason why I
like
got
4,
that one is because the
right
Chick-fil-A
before dinner
was
time,
already amped up with
because
all
it'll
the
take me a while to
other
get it posted
drivers,
all
right,
the time,
for
like
Chick-fil-A
log
to
in
do
and
the
out of every single
delivery.
one. I'm usually
And they
probably
had an extra one
pleased,
that they
but
had
it'll still
to
take me a minute to do.
outsource to a
I
third
wonder
party.
if we can.
And
Now
if he
what I
goes
can
ahead and
do
makes
is,
that
if
email,
it
I can go
happens
ahead
again
and
and
make
again
another
and again,
Facebook.
I can go and talk to that franchise owner and be like, hey,
Linked
listen,
up to all that, I can get
I
all
just
those
want to
like
introduce myself.
Instagram,
This
and
is,
then we
who
can make
I am.
posts
And we
all
came in a
day.
few times and with you guys, I just want to let you know
Ask
that
him,
we
or if
take
he
care
wants to do
of
like
everything
a
just like if
nighttime
it was my own
test.
restaurant. And
That's
that's
what
why
this
I
could be,
treat everything. Like I treat it like it's
but
my restaurant, my food that goes to the
I just thought that
customers.
he wanted it done, so I was going to try to do it, but
Some apart from
Yeah, you
others.
could.
Not saying that nobody doesn't do that, but I just take a little bit more pride in previous restaurant owners, right? You know what, you get a little bit more of a different outlook at things.
Yeah, I think that we tell people that, you know, we meet every single driver in person. And, you know, not every DoorDash driver is a problem. But there's enough of them out there that it's not a high bar for us to jump over, you know. And by just saying, telling us that that's what we're doing, I think it's, you know, that's really. And so you're on part, right?
For the DSP, yes.
Yes. So I'm just wondering if we get a fair amount of those extra orders because, you know, we're on part for direct orders, so we have a lot of drivers around, you know, just waiting on direct orders. So I'm just wondering how much, if you know, or if anybody knows, what the having drivers alive on the map, if that helps you get orders done.
I think that would be a question for Jeff at Nash.
Yeah, sure.
And a question maybe to email Andrew and Jeff and see what they say.
You know, everybody could ask the driver to turn on that app, even if it's not time for them to have a indicator, you know. Just say, hey, turn yourself live, and we'll probably get more orders.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, I'll just get on my app on my phone, right, and just leave it on. And
yeah,
I'm
always on. I hope I don't get an order in Fredericksburg. If we do, we'll take it.
It's definitely crazy. I think it's very interesting, and I'm wondering when that bubble is going to burst. And I feel like in the next 3 to 6 weeks, we're going to see a major increase. I feel.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, imagine if it does. Right? Let's just say if it does. And if it doesn't, then I eventually will. That having drivers logged in on a system on these national deals or on these indicators and stuff like that, get you more orders because your drivers are showing up. Imagine if we had more RDSs all doing that same thing.
Yeah, exactly. And we would get more and more of the orders that DoorDash is getting.
Right, because sometimes I wish I could just say extract round it. Like, so we'll go in and talk to a restaurant that we're doing indicators on and say, hey, you can choose us to be priority. And then it's like, and at the beginning we said, well, just say, look for jackrabbit. Well, they can't find jackrabbit. They can find your RMDA. And I think you can say, like, RMDA/jackrabbit, right? Or RMDA zero idea, right? And they go in and hit you, then, that's where I see growth. And so if I was thinking, I wish I could just say jackrabbit, so indicating we'll get to know jackrabbit more, seeing jackrabbit doing more orders. But really, it's so much better to get more RDSs, all saying to RMDA. When you think about it, that is so much better of a metric. Because, jackrabbit can only do so many orders, but RMDA can show up on the radar in a lot bigger block than jackrabbit does.
See, and here's the other thing, right? So what do you do in this situation? I'm going to throw an example out there because if people, listen to this or watch this, I don't know how many people watch this video afterwards or not, but
I think that's which is pretty high when you think about how small the segment really talks to you, right?
Yeah, for sure. So, for an example, right, I have an order like that just popped up for tomorrow for Moe's. And that's 23 items, right? They got a fajita bar, the chicken queso, and a couple gallons of grease. So the order value on it is $209. So we know what that payout is to us, right? So, and it's 14.11 miles. So there's not even a tip on it, right? So a lot of people, and I don't mean it in the wrong way, will just say reject it because there's no tip. But my theory on this is if I reject an order from a specific restaurant, do I still get those orders because they see a higher rejection rate, right? So and that's my concern. That's why I reject it, because I want every order that I want. As long as my average between everything is higher than what I thought, which is the $9, I'm okay.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I think of it like this too, right? So I don't know if those rejects count or not. I know there's conversations going on different boards and different people talking about whether the rejects hurt us or not. Okay, and I know Andrew said that they do, and that's the guy we have talking to them. So, but regardless of all that, okay, if I tend to drive, let's just say on that kind of that same order, right? It's I think all of ours are at least $18 order, right? And so if I have a driver and I guarantee my driver $20, okay? So I lose $2, and I send this driver on that. I mean, that driver is still running a $20 order. I mean, all those other orders tonight might not have been a $20 order. Or maybe just one other. Now he's got two $20 orders. He's in the $40 range just on those two orders, So it doesn't hurt me at all, It doesn't hurt me to accept, and it only can help me, I think. I haven't found out yet whether it can hurt me. If it can hurt me, maybe it can. But I think that, if it costs me $2 and I've got a driver that just kind of, that order made it nice, man, that's a little win for me.
Yeah.
I feel like we gotta start be more harsh just because we sound like a cheerleader for all of this, but I really am right now, I'm excited about the future for two reasons. One is that grouping together, and two, finally having software that we got throw it, that we have we have some input on, and that they're moving in the direction that we are. So yeah, I don't know if anybody else is actually. I don't know how many other. I know there's a lot of people looking at Omni-Car right now, but I really don't know how many. I said yes.
It's going to be interesting to see a 90-day and also the RMBA like in Salt Lake City. It'd be interesting to see like what the outcome was during that actual event, because I'm very intrigued or interested to know where people are at, where they're going. It's an exciting time, that's for sure.
I appreciate y'all talking to y'all about. So I'm gonna get my. I might have been all set. It's been enjoyable.
Yeah, Kevin, I was gonna say it's kind of nice. Got a nice little, I don't know, road focus.
Yeah. Yeah, she was my least favorite part of the trip. I hate to say it. Not to have anything against it, but Maryland, Virginia, area, but not my favorite driving part of this trip. You know, these cars today are pretty good at lane centering and not running into the car in front of you if you're not paying attention and all that, but they're not there yet with the knuckleheads that just slide over into your lane.
Hey, Kevin, I'm gonna end stream. It's been about 3 hours.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
So gonna kill that.
That's why I was kind of like saying certain. I was baiting on certain things.
yeah.
All right, thanks everyone. We'll do it again.